ano naman yan? Yung example number 5. Yan naman ay same lang doon sa kanina. Actually, mas madali nga. Tapos i-apply nyo lang yung circular table, yung n-1 factorial. Tapos, try nyo sagutan pagka discuss din natin next week kung ano yung magiging sagot. Kung ano yung mga magiging sagot ninyo. Next. Kasi same way of solving yung example 4 and example 5 natin. So, proceed tayo dun sa ibang naman. Ibang formula. So, for example number 5, try to answer it on your own and then we'll discuss your answers next week. Since the solution for this one will be the same as example number 4. So, you'll just apply what we've discussed earlier. For example 6, in how many ways can we arrange 4 math, 3 science, and 2 English books on a shelf if no restrictions are imposed? So for letter A, so this is the partition rule. So for letter A, I'll just type it na lang. You have n. So your n would be 4 plus 3 plus 2, that's 9. So you have n factorial, which is 9 factorial. 9 factorial over yung the identical object. So that's 4 factorial times 3 factorial times 2 factorial. So as mentioned earlier, your denominator, or when you add or when you sum up your denominator, that's 4 plus 3 plus 2, it should be equivalent to n. That's 9. So 4 plus 3 plus 2 is 9. So when you add your denominator, it's the same as your numerator. So whatever the answer for that, that's the number of ways you can arrange your books when no restrictions are imposed. So just answer it, input it in your calculator. And then if similar books must stand together, then it's the same as the concept of sitting together. So you have to consider it as one. So that would be 4 factorial for as your n over 4 factorial. In this case, your number of n and n sub 1 will be the same. Then for the science book, that's 3 factorial over 3 factorial. And then for English books, that's 2 factorial over 2 factorial. And then if you consider them as 1, so that's 3. So you can arrange it in 3 factorial ways. Then 4 factorial over 4 factorial, that's equal to 1. 3 factorial over 3 factorial, that's 1 also. 2 factorial over 2 factorial, that's 1 also. So 1 times 1 times 1 times 3 factorial, that would be 3 times 2 times 1, which is equal to 6 ways. And then next, so example 7, the same as example 6. So your n is 6. So that's 6 factorial over 3 factorial times 2 factorial. You can also put 1 factorial if you want, but you can also neglect it since 1 factorial is 1. So 6 factorial over 3 factorial times 2 factorial times 1 factorial. Or you can also write it like this one. 3 times 2 factorial. Yun. That would be your answer. For example number 9, that's also the same. So you just count the number of letters. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 letters over the identical letters. So there are 3 identical letters. So your answer for that would be 8 factorial over 3 factorial. So that's your permutation. And then for the grouping, for the permutation by grouping, so in how many ways can you line up? In how many ways can you line up 4 Marines and 6 Army soldiers if the Marines must be side by side with each other and the Army likewise? So you have how many groups here? You have 2 groups, Marine and Army. So by the formula, that's 2 factorial since there are 2 groups. Then for the one group, it consists of 4 Marines. That's 4 factorial. And then for the other group, for the Army, that's 6 factorial. So that's the number of ways you can line up 4 Marines and 6 Army soldiers if the Marines and the Army must be side by side with each other. So next, we have the combination. So for the combination rule is regardless of order, or it has nothing to do with the arrangement unlike permutation where we consider the order or the arrangement of things. But in combination, we don't need to consider its order or arrangement. You just have to select. So 3 balls labeled as ABC are contained in a ball. In how many ways can we select 2 balls? So what's your formula for that since it's combination? So your N is equal to 3. So for A, that's 3. Then your R is 2. So that's 3 combination 2. And then in B, is take note of the word arrange. In how many ways can we arrange 2 balls? So arrange is present in the question. The word arrange is present. So you'll be using combination or permutation. You'll use permutation since it's have the word arrange. So for letter B, you'll have the formula NPR or 3P2. Yeah. Then the answer. For example 2, sige, for example number 2, what's the solution for that? Your N is your N? 7, correct. So that's 7C4. Did you understand that? You get it? Okay. For example 3, sige, try example number 3. What's the solution for example 3? Anyone? What's the solution for example 3? What's your solution for example 3? What's your N?
45.
45. So that would be 45 combination 6. So that's the answer. So just input it in your calculator. Just have to type it in your calculator. That's your answer. So if there are 9 collinear points, so how many ways can we form a line? So how many points do we need to form a line? Yan. Yun yung sagot sa ano, sa Lotto. 814, 5060, 8,145,060. Tama ba? Am I correct? That's the answer for the 45C6.
Opo.
So, for example, number 4, if there are 9 non-collinear points for A, how many ways can we form a line? How many points do we need to form a line? Just to ano? So, your N is equal to, what's your N? 9. And then, your R is equals to 2. So, that's 9C2. In how many ways can we form a quadrilateral? Sige nga. Try it. So, given that R and is 9, how about R? What's your R for quadrilateral?
4.
4, correct. Since it has 4 sides and you will be needing 4 points to form a quadrilateral. So, that's 9C4. Yun. Example 5. In how many ways can we select 3 balls in an urn that contains 4 green balls, 5 blue balls, and 3 red balls? So, sige, I'll discuss it first so that you'll have an idea for the next problem. So, you need 3 balls and there's no specified pala. So, what's your N here? For example, 5. What's your N? 12. So, your N is 12. And then, you need 3 balls. So, that's 12C3. So, that's yan. For example 6, in how many ways can we select 3 balls in an urn that contains 4 green balls, 5 blue balls, and red balls if? So, ay, hindi pala naka-share. Ay, yan. Ulit. Once again, in how many ways can we select 3 balls in an urn that contains 4 green balls, 5 blue balls, and 3 red balls if? So, there's a condition given. There's a given condition for us to find the number of ways. For letter A, the balls are different color. So, you have to select a ball in an urn or in a bowl where you have 3 different colors. So, how will you do that? So that's if the balls should have different colors, so that's 3 different colors. So for 4 green balls, you have 4 green balls in total, and in that 4 green balls, you will be selecting 1. So that's 4C1. And then you have 5 blue balls, and you'll be selecting only 1. And then you have 3 red balls, and you'll be selecting. So that's your solution for 3 balls where the balls are in different color. So take note, or if you will observe that the sum of this one for 5 and 3 is equal to your N, which is 12. And then the sum of this one, the number after the letter C, 1 and 1, is equal to your R, which is 3. Because you will be selecting 3 balls. Did you get it? Did you understand that? So that's a way of checking if you have the right answer, or you're in the right path of finding the answer for the number of ways in combination. If there are certain conditions, or if there are conditions that are being given. So next, for B, 2 of the balls of the same color. That's correct, Miss Chensa, for your chat. So for B, 2 of the balls are of the same color. Meaning, when you select 3 balls, 2 colors must be the same. So that would be 2 green, then 2 blue, and 2 red. So how will you find the combination for that? So if 2 greens are required when you select the 3 balls, so there are 4 green balls. So 4 green balls, you have to select 2. If you have to select 2, then there are 8 remaining balls that will be up for selection. So in that 8 balls, you will choose only 1. So as mentioned earlier, this one is the sum of your n. 4 plus 8 is equals to 12. And then this one is the sum of your r. That's 2 plus 1, 3. So, did you get it? Did you understand that? How about for 2 blue? Try it for 2 blue. So if there are 5 blue balls, sige, what's the combination for that? Chat it in our chat box. For blue. If you can chat the answer for 2 red, you can also chat it if you have the answer for 2 red. Sige, 5C2 times 7C1. Yun, that's correct for the blue. So because you have 5 blue balls in total, so among that 5, you will be choosing 2. And then, since 12, that's 12 minus 5, we'll have 7. 7, among that 7, you will choose only 1. So that's 5C2 times 7C1. How about the red one? For the 2 red. Correct. That's 3C2 times 9C1. Yun. Bilis makuha. Ay. Times 9C1. So, just input it in your calcu, then you'll have the answer here, you'll have the answer here, and you'll have the answer here. And getting the sum of that, 3. So the total would be smiley face plus, plus smiley face plus smiley face. Yan. So just input that in your calcu. So ilan yung total? 145. Okay. So that's 145. Yeah. Lahat na yun, Miss Batones, total na yun. Yung 2 green, 2
Opo.
blue. Okay. So that's the number of ways where you can select 3 balls, which dun sa tatlo, which 2 of those 3 colors are the same. So for C, at least 1 ball is red. Meaning, at least 1 ball is required. So you can have 2 red, you can also have 3 red because the condition is at least. So take note of the word at least 1. So meaning it can be 2 balls, it can be 3 red balls, or it can be either 1 red ball, 2 red balls, or 3 red balls. So having that condition, you have 1 red, you can also have 2 red, and then you can also have 3 red. Kasi nga, applying the formula. So for 1 red, what would be your combination for 1 red? Right, right. What's your combination? So you have 3 red balls in total and you'll be choosing 1. Then the remaining 2 will come from the... Kasi nga, try it. Pinag-minus mo na lang. Ayun, so 3C1 times 9C2 for the red. So that's 3C1 times 9C2. Yun. For 2 red, so Ms. Botones just gave the alternative solution for this problem. So sige, let's continue. So for 2 red, you have 3C2 times 9C1, and then for your 3 red, that's 3C3. So all in all, that would be 136. So your total would be 136. Then yung alternative solution, as what Ms. Botones have chatted, that's 12C3 minus 9C3. So what's the logic behind that? Say nga, Ms. Botones, explain. Why did you come up with 12C3 minus 9C3? Sige, explain. So the logic is Logic behind that ay so you have 5 blue balls and 4 green balls, so that's your 9. You subtract 9C3, so that will eliminate all the your options for your green balls and blue balls, and the remaining will be a combination of 3 balls with at least 1 red ball with it. So that's the alternative solution for an easier one. 12C3 minus 9C3, it will also result into the same answer, which is 136. Did you understand that? For the reason why we used 12C3 minus 9C3? So you eliminated the option of having green balls and blue balls. And the only remaining one will be having at least 1 red ball on selecting 3 balls in an urn. That's why it was subtracted. Next, for D. At most, 2 are green balls. So the solution for that, at most, 2 balls are green. So total, which is 12C3, you'll just subtract 8 with 4C3. Meaning, you have 4 green balls, you'll deduct the possibility of having green balls with, you'll deduct the option of having 3 balls with 3 green balls. And if you deduct that, the result would be 3 balls with the combination of other color and 2 green balls, and 1 green ball and the combination of the 2 other colors. That's why we have subtracted 4C3 to eliminate the possibility of selecting 3 balls that are all green. Understood? Did you understand that, or did you get it? Sure? Clarifications? Questions or concerns? None? How about the others? None. So that would be all for today. Next week we'll be discussing about probability and the rules of probability, and then prepare for a short quiz. For the first half of our discussion, we'll be discussing probability and probability, and for the second half, so 1.5 hour discussion, 1.5 hour for the quiz next week, because that's our face-to-face meeting, week 5. Then week 6, we're going back online. So yun, prepare for a short quiz. I'll be sending the presentation na lang for your reference. Don't worry about the quiz. You'll do good in it. I know. I won't make it difficult.
Sir, up to ilan po?
Depende, pero hindi naman siguro ganun kadami. It won't be that long naman. The type of exam, prepare for identification and problem solving. problem solving, yan, our discussion, and then identification, some terms that we have discussed for the past few weeks. I'll send you the presentation na lang for your reference. Okay. If there are no clarification, questions, or concern, that would be all. See you next week.